Do you want to sleep soundly every night and wake up feeling refreshed and eager to start your day? If so, stick around, because what I'm about to share could really transform your sleep, and you might notice the difference as soon as today. I've put together 7 simple and natural foods that can help improve your sleep without any pills or chemicals, using only what nature provides. You might be surprised by the results. Does this sound familiar to you? You lie down in bed, hoping to get some sleep, but your thoughts just won't let you drift off. You're tossing and turning, trying to get comfortable, staring at the ceiling, and finally, you drift off to sleep. But then, in the middle of the night, you suddenly wake up, feeling like it's already morning. I know this happens, and you're not alone in feeling that way. The next day, you feel exhausted, as if you haven't rested at all. Over time, those sleepless nights start to take a toll on your well-being. The most unpleasant thing is that after 50, sleep issues become the norm. The internal clock that used to help you fall asleep easily starts to go awry. The body no longer responds to familiar signals like it used to. But there's good news. You can manage without pills and complicated methods. Just incorporating a few natural foods into your diet can help your body remember what it feels like to sleep well again. Many who have tried this approach report that they fall asleep more easily, sleep more soundly, and wake up truly refreshed. If you're currently relying on sleeping pills or other aids, it might be time to consider something different. Let me tell you about the first product that can help. It's a regular banana, which you probably have at home. At first glance, it seems ordinary, but it contains 3 substances that truly help you fall asleep: potassium, magnesium, and vitamin B6. Potassium and magnesium relax the muscles and relieve tension after a long day. Vitamin B6 is essential for the production of serotonin, which in turn helps the body produce melatonin, the hormone responsible for our sleep. Here's a real-life example. Rose is 65 years old and has had trouble sleeping for a long time. She often wakes up during the night, and her legs bother her even more. So she decided to try eating a ripe banana an hour before bedtime. Just a few days later, she found it easier to fall asleep and woke up less frequently during the night. After a couple of weeks, her sleep became deeper, and she felt more strength and energy in the mornings. If you want to enhance the effect, you can make a simple banana and oat milk pudding. It's quick to prepare and helps you relax before bedtime. There's an interesting fact. Slightly underripe bananas have a higher content of what's known as resistant starch. This type of fiber is essential for the good bacteria in our gut. And it turns out that some of these bacteria help produce substances that promote sleep. So keep in mind, a banana is not a sleeping pill. It won't put you to sleep instantly, but it can gently help your body transition to sleep naturally. Almonds are not just a tasty, crunchy snack either. It contains many beneficial nutrients that promote healthy sleep. One of the most important ones is magnesium. It helps to relax the nervous system and essentially switches the body into a state of calm. When you eat almonds, magnesium helps the body release tension and prepare for sleep without added stress. And that's far from being its only benefit. Almonds can help manage stress because they lower cortisol levels, the hormone that often makes us feel anxious and can keep us from falling asleep. If you've ever found yourself lying in bed with a whirlwind of intrusive thoughts, chances are it was related to cortisol levels. Almonds can help reduce that tension. It contains vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that fights chronic inflammation. Even if you don't notice it, inflammation can disrupt deep and restful sleep. There's another benefit. The healthy fats in almonds help maintain stable blood sugar levels throughout the night. If you've ever woken up in the middle of the night feeling hungry or experiencing a racing heart, it could have been due to a sharp drop in blood sugar. Nut fats help maintain steady energy levels all through the night. To experience the benefits, try having a small handful of almonds about an hour before bedtime. You can use either raw or soaked nuts. Both options work well. Soaking almonds in water for a few hours makes it easier for your body to absorb the magnesium they contain. If you're looking to try something different, you can make almond milk right at home. Just soak almonds in water overnight, then peel them, blend with warm water, and add a touch of cinnamon. You'll end up with a smooth, nutritious, and very enjoyable drink that helps you unwind before bedtime. There's one more important point to be aware of before moving on to other products. One habit can quietly ruin your sleep, even if you're not aware of it. This is about decaffeinated coffee. It does contain less caffeine than regular coffee, but it still has about 3 to 10% of the substance. For some people, this is enough to cause difficulties falling asleep. Additionally, it's important to consider how caffeine is removed from coffee. Sometimes chemical solvents like ethyl acetate or dichloromethane are used to produce decaffeinated coffee. These substances can affect the functioning of neurotransmitters that regulate sleep and wakefulness. Even without considering caffeine or chemicals, the taste and aroma of coffee also play a significant role. Our brains have come to associate coffee with something that helps us wake up and stay focused. That's why even a cup of decaffeinated coffee can still perk up your nervous system. As a result, instead of relaxing before bed, you might accidentally send your body a signal to stay alert. As a result, deep sleep becomes shorter, and the body doesn't have enough time to fully recover. It feels like you slept, but in the morning you still wake up tired and worn out, as if you hadn't rested at all. Imagine this. You've turned off your phone, meditated, created a calm atmosphere in your room, and right before bed, you still had a cup of decaffeinated coffee. But this habit could undo all your efforts. Instead of your usual evening drink, try something truly relaxing, like herbal tea. I'll share how to brew chamomile properly a bit later, so you can get the most benefits from it. It's best to avoid decaffeinated coffee for a while. Although it's often considered harmless, it can actually interfere with deep sleep without you realizing it. Try cutting it out for at least a few days and see if you notice any difference. On the other hand, regular cherries are a great ally for those looking to improve their sleep. These little red berries are not only delicious, but also help the body regulate its rest cycle, thanks to their melatonin content. This hormone signals the brain that it's time to sleep, but factors like stress, aging, constant gadget use, and irregular schedules often disrupt its production. Cherries can help support this process. Eating 10-15 fresh or frozen berries about an hour before bedtime can help your body restore its natural rhythm. A cup of cherries acts like a gentle signal for your body. It's time to sleep. The night is here. But that's not all. Cherries are rich in anthocyanins, which are special antioxidants that help reduce inflammation in the brain. As a result, your sleep becomes deeper and more restful, making waking up a more pleasant experience. If you wake up feeling tired or stiff in the morning, it's likely that you didn't have enough time to enter the deeper stages of sleep. Cherry can help with this. It's especially beneficial during transitional periods of the year when the length of daylight changes and your usual sleep schedule might get disrupted. Cherry supports the production of melatonin and helps the body maintain its circadian rhythm. It's best to choose fresh or frozen cherries rather than dried ones, as the latter often contains a lot of sugar, which can actually disrupt sleep. You can enjoy kiwis on their own, add them to a smoothie with almond milk, or use them as a light snack before bedtime. Kiwi is not only a delicious fruit, but also very nutritious. Its bright green flesh is juicy and slightly tart, while the outside is covered with a fuzzy brown skin. At first glance, it may seem like just an exotic fruit, but in reality, kiwi can help improve sleep. Researchers, especially in New Zealand, have noticed that eating 1 or 2 kiwis before bedtime makes it easier to fall asleep and results in a deeper, more restful sleep. This is because kiwis are rich in serotonin, a substance that helps promote relaxation and boost mood. The body converts serotonin into melatonin, a hormone that helps you fall asleep. Additionally, kiwi is rich in vitamins C and E. These are powerful antioxidants that reduce oxidative stress and hidden inflammation, which can negatively impact memory, concentration, and mental clarity. If you sometimes wake up feeling exhausted and foggy-headed, this might be the reason, and kiwi could help. One more thing. You can eat kiwi skin too. The skin of a kiwi actually contains more fiber and antioxidants than the flesh itself. Just wash the fruit well to get rid of any fuzz. Fiber aids digestion, and a healthy gut is the key to a good night's sleep. If you want to enhance the effect, eat a kiwi along with half a banana about 40 minutes before going to bed. Bananas contain tryptophan, while kiwis are rich in serotonin. Together, they help the body produce melatonin, which is responsible for a good night's sleep. You can make a simple smoothie. Blend kiwi, banana, and a bit of warm oat milk. This drink is easily digestible, relaxes you, and helps the nervous system unwind. Kiwi is beneficial not just for sleep. It helps reduce anxiety, irritability, and even muscle pain, which are often the little nuisances that prevent us from getting a good night's sleep, even if we don't realize it. At first glance, a kiwi may seem like just an ordinary fruit, but in reality, it can help improve sleep. Sauerkraut can also help with falling asleep, but only if consumed correctly. If you combine it with alcohol, chocolate, or heavy foods, the result will be the opposite. You might have a restless night or even struggle to fall asleep at all. The thing is, certain foods can affect digestion and the functioning of neurotransmitters, especially when the body needs to rest. To reap the benefits of sauerkraut, simply eat a couple of tablespoons 2 hours before bedtime. It pairs best with light dishes, such as brown rice or oatmeal. However, it's not a good idea to consume it with red meat, processed foods, or heavy dinners, as this can lead to bloating, discomfort, and disrupt your sleep. Pay attention to how your body reacts, and choose your dinner in a way that genuinely helps you relax. If you experience a rash, itching, a feeling of heat, or a headache in the morning after eating, your body may be sensitive to histamine. Making sauerkraut at home is very easy. You just need fresh cabbage, sea salt, and a glass jar. Leave the cabbage for a week, and it will be ready. When buying sauerkraut at the store, opt for raw, unpasteurized varieties. They contain live probiotics that are beneficial for digestion. Sauerkraut is rich in vitamin C, which helps lower cortisol levels, promoting calmer and deeper sleep. However, there's one thing to keep in mind. If you're taking iron supplements, it's best to avoid eating sauerkraut at night. Vitamin C aids in iron absorption, but too much of it can interfere with melatonin production. So just a bit of natural fermented sauerkraut at the right time, and in reasonable amounts, can really improve your sleep and overall well-being. Many people are accustomed to having oatmeal in the morning, but it actually makes for a great dinner option too. Oatmeal is not just a filling and warming breakfast. In fact, it can be a real ally for those who want to get a good night's sleep. It's all about the composition. Oatmeal contains magnesium, zinc, and what are known as slow carbohydrates. Magnesium relaxes the muscles, slows down the heart rate, and helps the nervous system calm down before sleep. Zinc is essential for the production of melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. Complex carbohydrates provide energy gradually, preventing blood sugar levels from dropping sharply during the night. By the way, many people wake up in the middle of the night not because of noise or nightmares, but simply because their blood sugar levels suddenly drop, and the body interprets this as stress. Eating oatmeal for dinner can help prevent these spikes and lead to a more restful sleep. Oats contain avenin, a substance that gently relaxes you and helps you fall asleep faster. It doesn't cause drowsiness, but it does help you relax and unwind when there are too many distracting factors around. Here's a simple recipe you can make before bed. Take half a cup of oats. Pour in warm oat or almond milk. Add a sprinkle of cinnamon and a handful of nuts or almonds. It's easy to digest, creates a cozy atmosphere, and helps you unwind. You can also try making a smoothie. Blend some plant-based milk, a banana, and a teaspoon of oatmeal. This drink turns out light and delicate, making it perfect for an evening. Interestingly, people who regularly eat oatmeal spend more time in deep sleep, which is when the body recovers the best. If you're having trouble falling asleep, often feel tired, or just can't get a good night's rest, try making oatmeal a part of your evening routine. It can really make a difference. Since ancient times, chamomile has been regarded as one of the most reliable and well-known natural remedies for relaxation and tranquility. However, few people know that chamomile tea only works effectively when it is brewed correctly. The whole secret lies in a substance called apigenin. This is a natural compound that interacts with specific areas of the brain and helps promote relaxation. Its effect is similar to that of certain calming medications, but without the unpleasant side effects. However, there's an important point. If you just toss a tea bag into boiling water and let it steep for a couple of minutes, you won't get much benefit. Water that is too hot can break down some of the apigenin, and if you don't cover the cup, all the aroma will quickly dissipate. It's best to use dried chamomile flowers instead of tea bags. Boil water and let it cool slightly, watching for the large bubbles to disappear. After that, add a full spoonful of flowers to each cup, cover with a lid, and wait for 8 to 10 minutes to let the drink steep properly. It's best to brew chamomile tea in a glass or ceramic mug. Avoid using metal containers. To enhance the relaxing effect, you can add a bit of passion flower, lemon balm, or a spoonful of raw honey to your chamomile tea. This drink helps you relax more deeply and makes your evening ritual especially enjoyable. Try to drink the infusion about half an hour to an hour before bedtime. Create a calm atmosphere, dim the lights, enjoy silence, and keep phones and TVs off. Make sure to repeat this ritual every evening. After a few days, your brain will start to associate this taste and aroma with relaxation. This seems like a little workout for the body, teaching you how to relax effortlessly. Chamomile itself doesn't make you sleepy, but it helps you prepare for a deep sleep. And sometimes that's exactly what you need. By the way, nuts are not only good for the heart, but they are also considered one of the best natural aids for sleep. Nuts are rich in healthy fats, including omega-3 and omega-6. Our body can't produce them on its own, but it uses them to create melatonin, a hormone that helps us fall asleep. In simple terms, the brain needs these fats to naturally produce melatonin. Just eating 4 to 5 nuts before bed can make a noticeable difference in sleep quality. But that's not their only benefit. Nuts are rich in magnesium, a mineral that helps relax muscles, lower blood pressure, and promote a calmer heartbeat. All of this contributes to deeper and more restful sleep. There's another interesting point. Nuts contain ready-made melatonin, which the body doesn't need to synthesize. It simply absorbs it. This effect can be especially helpful if you often wake up in the middle of the night for no apparent reason. Martin is 67 years old, and for a long time he struggled with getting a good night's sleep, often waking up 2 or 3 times during the night. Everything changed when he started adding a handful of nuts to his dinner. Within just a few days, his sleep became deeper, and if he did wake up, he would quickly fall back asleep. Here's a simple tip. Before eating nuts, soak them in water for 4 hours. This makes them easier to digest, and your body can absorb more nutrients from them. If you want to enhance the effect, try eating nuts along with fruits, like bananas or kiwis. The thing is, the tryptophan from nuts only reaches the brain with the help of carbohydrates. Once there, it is first converted into serotonin and then into melatonin, which is responsible for sleep. An hour before bed, put some soaked nuts and a couple of kiwi slices in a bowl. It's simple, tasty, and really works, as studies have shown. Don't underestimate these tiny brain-shaped seeds. They can help restore your natural sleep rhythm and ensure you get a good night's rest. It's worth a try. The most important thing here is this. It's not about clever tricks or magic pills. It's about real changes that go hand in hand with your body instead of trying to contradict it. Imagine waking up before your alarm, feeling genuinely rested, with a clear mind and a sense of lightness and energy in your body. Sleepless nights are behind you, and even those around you notice that you've changed. You seem calmer, more composed, and more like your true self. But let me warn you right away, such changes don't happen overnight. Everything truly valuable requires time and patience. Some people notice the first results within a few days, while others may need a bit more time. Every person is unique, and everyone has their own rhythm. The key is to not give up on what you've started and to move forward step by step. Try incorporating 1 or 2 of these foods into your evening routine, taking it slow and not demanding too much from yourself. Just as another way to take care of yourself, pay attention to how you feel. Your body knows how to fall asleep. Sometimes it just needs a little reminder on how to do it. If you have fresh or frozen cherries, start with those. If not, a ripe banana with a few almonds will do. Eat this about an hour before bedtime. For now, don't change anything else. Just pay attention to how you feel. In a couple of days, you might want to try adding something else, like swapping your usual evening drink for a cup of strong chamomile tea. By the 7th day, you'll be able to experiment with combining 3 or 4 of these foods. My favorite option is a small bowl of kiwi slices, a handful of soaked nuts, and a cup of warm chamomile tea about 45 minutes before bedtime. Do this calmly every evening and give your body a chance to find its natural rhythm. In just a few days, you might notice that you're falling asleep more easily. By the end of the week, you'll likely stop waking up so frequently during the night. And after 2 weeks, many people are sleeping soundly for the first time in a long while and feeling refreshed. The best part is when the body relearns how to sleep on its own. This routine typically sticks around. You're not becoming dependent on something, you're just reclaiming a normal sleep pattern. If you're currently taking sleeping pills, be sure to discuss any changes with your doctor. Sometimes these simple products are so effective that medications have to be gradually reduced under the supervision of a specialist. It's certainly a nice dilemma. Just remember, it's best to skip coffee in the evening, even if it's decaffeinated. It may seem like there's nothing special about it, but as we've mentioned, it can still disrupt your sleep. I understand that you've probably tried all sorts of expensive supplements, various apps, techniques, and gadgets, but maybe nothing has really worked for you. This is about something different. This is real food that your body recognizes and easily accepts. There's no need to complicate things. Just get back to the basics. But there's an important detail. Knowledge alone isn't enough. Everything changes only when you start doing things differently, and it becomes a habit. Try doing something differently today. Turn off your phone, have a banana with some almonds, or brew yourself a nice cup of chamomile tea. Try starting with something simple. It might lead to the most pleasant change this year. When you get enough sleep, life gradually becomes easier. If you found these tips helpful, be sure to subscribe. There's more to come. I'll share some simple tips that will help you fall asleep peacefully every night. You truly deserve a good night's sleep.